like right there.
Right on.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, everybody? Um, don't adjust your TV screen. Uh, this is not Jamie time. Well, it is, but it isn't, I guess, right?
Yeah,
Minus the girls.
yeah. Might be their showing a allotted time slot, but they're not here, so this is Plan B.
Right.
Right. Yep. What's Uncle Kyle up to? Is he still sick?
I don't know.
Let's find out.
He was just in the crazy chat a while ago, but I mean that's only typing. That's not actually
Right.
nothing about.
Oh, I can't get him on that. Fuck. He's not under Uncle Kyle on the fucking thing.
I have no idea.
I don't
I
even.
can't get. I can't get him like that. Anyways, so Michelle is feeling under the weather. All right, Philly, no problem. Hey, Kelly, what's up? So Michelle's feeling under the weather. I feel her pain. The problem is I slept for like 3 hours, and now that I just ate like a huge ass friggin' Reese's Pieces a Reese's peanut butter cup fucking Valentine's Day hot. I'll probably be up a while.
So yeah, your blood sugar's gonna spike. You'll be snoring here in what about an hour and a half?
No, no. Anyway, so I just thought if people out there wanted to do a chat, they were looking forward to a chat. Well, I said, why the hell not?
Right.
You know, wouldn't hurt.
Right.
You know. So we have Groove with us so far, and of course Stump, and what you say, Stevie's on his way.
I sent him a text message, but I hadn't heard anything back.
Oh, he's probably jerking off with Dish somewhere. Oh, did I say that out loud?
I think the young man's actually doing some research on some reloading stuff.
First of all, you called him young.
Well, you know, much like I do with you, Grace.
Yeah, but he's older than me.
As I was saying, I was taught to have respect for my elders. So you know,
You're
crazy ass old fucks. Every once in a while, y'all got to make y'all feel nice.
Right.
Oh, we're not old. We're just getting started.
But if you just get started, that's one hell of an endurance race.
Like a fine bottle of wine. They get old, get better with age.
Not old, just educated.
Right. You know, there was a young lady that I wish wouldn't have that bathrobe on right there. Jennifer Aniston.
Oh yeah.
Oh, hell, well.
Of course, now you realize when you make these random comments about stuff the rest of us aren't seeing, we all get concerned for your senility.
I got the TV on. It's not senility, that's just, the TV was on when I fell asleep earlier, so I just left it on. You know. But did you see that knife that I showed last night, the one that Chad got me?
No, I actually missed that.
Hey, Pinascos, what's up, bud? How are you? That's a cool looking photo you had there in the crazy chat there, Pinascos. It looked cool. It really did. You're all about double my age. Bite me, Gear. Gear, I used to like you.
Right.
So it's made by let me do it this way. It's made by Gonzo. But I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it.
Yeah, that is fucking nice right there.
Yeah.
That's the
Comes right out. You know.
that's Gunzo's version of the Bitchmade. Was it 940? Let's get that same.
I think so.
design.
There's numbers on here.
I think that one you get in your hands like a G710. I think.
I'm trying to. It says 8756 440C. Then on the back it says Firebird. I think that says
Okay.
Firebird right there. Is that you guys? Can you read that? Does that say Firebird?
Yeah.
I think it does.
Right.
Anywho, love it. It's almost like it's like a short Tonto. You know what I mean?
Right.
Hell yeah.
I absolutely love it. It's really nice. You know. Hey, V-Borg, what's going on? Todd Mitch, what's going on? Sandy!
Hey guys.
Yeah. My buddy Philly had to go to bed. He drives a cab on weekends, so. So yeah, if you just join us, don't adjust your TV set, and she doesn't look half bad in bikini either. The one that played in Something About Mary. Anybody know her name?
Not a clue.
Who was the lead actress in Something About Mary? Oh, I can't think of her name right now. I can't stand that when I can't remember names.
I would thought
Gia.
you'd be used to that by now.
Gail, where are you, kid? What is her name that starred in Something About Mary? Franks and Beans! Franks and Beans! Anyway. She's cute. Cameron Diaz. Thank you very much, my buddy Double K. Cameron Diaz.
Oh yeah.
Pretty cute. Pretty cute. How you been, Double K? I haven't seen you. Always a pleasure. You know that. You know that. So this knife that I got from the Fat Man, pretty sharp. Damn. Right on, gear. I'm doing all right, Double K. Fighting a little nasal, bullshit going on, but I'm doing all right. Doing all right. But yeah, so I couldn't see not having a chat because usually there's a bunch of people waiting on Jamie time, and that's awesome, you know. You know, I think P. NASCAR said it in the wacky chat. He was doing something, he just wanted to listen. Well, hopefully, he still listen to P. NASCAR, and I'm I hear what you're saying, because like there's nights that, you know, I'm in my car on the way home sometimes, and I'll throw, like, because I'm not here Wednesday nights. You guys all know that. For Jamie time, you know, I'll throw that on my phone, and drive home. You know, Oh, you're welcome, Gear. Oh, thanks. I'm okay. Oh, you're welcome, Gear. It's like I said, it's it's what we do. Like the girls did the parrot. Didn't the girls do the parody of me on the Friday night that I wasn't around?
Yeah, they done that at least once.
Yeah.
That was on a Friday night, right?
I do believe.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So it's cool. I hope Michelle feels better. Oh, cool, Peanut God. So what's going on today? Anything good? What happened today? What you guys do? Anybody go out? What do we do?
Spent my day rebuilding kitchen cabinets.
Oh, wow.
Learned a few new cuss words. Didn't know that was possible.
You learned a couple new cuss words.
Yeah.
Huh.
I just did some yard cleanup. That's all I did.
I can't clean up my yard. It's full of snow. It's not going to be if you guys keep sending me this fucking warm weather. I'm not looking forward to going outside tomorrow. It being 60. So, just saying.
Brother, if I sent our weather your way, you'd have a damn mess up here right now.
Well, exactly. It melts too fast when it gets warm too fast.
Right.
So we've had all this fucking rain. So you'd have the water from the snow plus the rain. Be up here trying to fucking snorkel and shit.
Yeah, well, that's the whole problem. It melts too fast and it just causes so many problems. People's basements get flooded.
Speaking of water instead of ice and snow and such,
Yeah.
Do you Yankees know how to fish without ice?
We were just, Groove and I were just talking about that off here.
Oh, okay.
Of course we do. The only time I like, all right, so if I take the kids fishing, or if I go up with Ed, I'll go fishing. But other than that, like when I'm up the trailer, unless one of the girls says, "Daddy, can you take us fishing?" I'm either doing something, or or when they say, "Daddy, we'll be back," I go, "See ya."
Right.
Two things that happen. It all depends how I feel, but like if I have energy, I'm like, "See ya," and I'm going in the woods.
Right.
Right.
If I don't do that, I'm just sitting on my lot in my chair listening to tunes or whatever. But it really is for me. I like ice fishing better. I'm gonna tell you why. First of all, I'm not sweating my ass off. I'm not swatting horse flies, deer flies, mosquitoes.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And I'm catching the same fish. Although I do like horn pout, so I normally fight the bugs to horn pout, but that's only because usually some jackass will bring a fucking lantern and throw the thing on. It's just like, dude, shut the lantern off. What are you afraid of the dark? I mean, really?
You gotta see if you got a hit or not.
Well, that's what he said. I go, really? I go, when we first started horn pout when I was a kid, we used to use my grandpa's bamboo rod. And he had these bamboo poles just with fish line on it. And all it was a dip,
Right.
And the thing went like this. Whoop, whoop. You sink it,
That's what the southern folks call a cane pole, mate.
Oh, really? I loved it. I loved them. I absolutely love those poles. Don't know what my cousin did with them. I'm pissed. I don't even want to know what he did with them. But I remember using those poles when I was freaking 8 years old carrying the fucking. And God, they worked. They worked piss out. You know.
Oh, yeah.
Big year.
So yeah, I mean, we hey, Shaker HP, what's up, buddy? We oh no, I haven't been out there yet. Sandy worked outside today. That's awesome, Sandy.
Mhm.
Yeah, you're right. House flies suck.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, to me anyway. But yeah, I mean, so and you saw the video I did last spring with Ed. Fish and brookies. That was in April though. So that was late April. So the bugs weren't out yet. And it was raining that day. So it was kind of cool. You know what I mean? So that wasn't too hot. But when you guys go fishing in the summer, right? If you're on a lake that's like, 40 feet deep, you guys fish from the bottom?
It depends on what I'm fishing for.
Right. Yeah, when I catfish, I do.
Yeah.
Well, I fish from the bottom only because I'm tired of catching the fucking 2-inch freaking perch. Tiny baby bluegill. That's all that's around in the heat of the day. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. You can get out there in like 30, 40 foot of water like you're talking about. Run some sort of a crankbait. You can try to keep it a few feet off the bottom. Say if you get in 30 foot of water, keep it around 20, 25 foot.
Yeah.
You'll catch a little something here and there, but it ain't like shooting fish in a barrel by no means. Still, hey, miss at best.
Yeah.
And me personally, a situation like that in the heat of the damn day. Some reasons I love fishing off a damn pontoon. You set all your rod holders up on the back.
Yeah.
Six rods, your little crankbaits or some spinner baits on them or something like that, and just barely cruise around just enough, a little bit of a breeze while you're sitting there, enjoying a Pepsi or a beverage of your choice. Yeah. But you don't really give a fuck if you catch a fish. Just enjoy the day.
Shaker HP says his mother's favorite fish was a bullhead. That's awesome. Great eating fish. Great eating fish. I don't know. I catch more pickerel on silly lures. I'm not even trying to catch them. Okay, I'm not even trying. And I'll just throw name a lure. I'll just throw it on there, and I'll just slowly, wham, and it's a pickerel like this big. And the young ones, chain pickerel. Right, so you guys, chain pickerel to us, it would be like a miniature friggin' northern pike to you guys.
Right.
And I mean miniature. I mean, we'll get a decent size. You'll get a decent sized pickerel up here, a couple of 3 pounds or something, 20 something inches long. But you ain't getting no, you ain't getting no 40-pound frickin' pickerel. Anywho, I don't know. When I'm trying for them, I never hit it. When I'm not trying for them, I'm always hitting them. I have no idea why. And it's on different baits. It's on different lures. It's on different days. Whether it's I personally love fishing when it's cloudy and a little bit on the cool side. In the summer and the spring. I don't know why. I just do. Everybody thinks I'm nuts, but
Weather like that, and you got you kind of your line in the water there where the tree line's putting shade on the water and where the sun's actually hitting. They give about a 20-foot margin either side of that line. That's usually where you're gonna find fish at anyway, right?
right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's how I fished the last 2 or 3 times I went deep sea fishing.
Mhm.
We came up on a school of bait fish, and they were like at the top of the water. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And everybody's throwing their lines in. You know, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go right over here. And they're like, why are you going over there? I said, I'm just gonna try something. Bang, striper. You know, they're like,
Yep. Something had to run all them bait fish up there to the top, right?
absolutely. Shaker HP says he hasn't tried worms in years. You should try it, Shake. Sandy says, I had 10 bags in there. I could have gotten a couple more. Listen, I tried 12. I put the seats down. God bless you, Sandy. Shaker, go, bud. Go drown a couple of worms. It's,
Right on.
Just like
you
right
know?
now, just out the
Yeah.
falling off part.
Use anything you want. Use a rubber worm. You know,
Right.
Right?
I've caught smallmouth bass off rubber worms.
Mhm.
Just trolling that reel very slow. You know,
Right.
not leaving the bail open. You know, some guys will leave the bail open and just, you know, I don't do that. Especially when I'm fishing for smallmouth, you know.
Right.
But I have to tell you guys, fishing with smallmouth is kind of cool. You know, they give you. I like it when the girls get on the big pumpkin seeds. You know, and you know, because they're still fishing with bobbers. You know,
Right.
and a fucking bob will go 2 feet under the water. Daddy,
Mm-hmm.
and you know it's a pumpkin seed.
Right.
Oh, it's good times right there, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But what I get a kick out of is camera girl catches this friggin' 3-pound smallmouth, right? And so the kids are doing this little tournament, right? Little fish con. Everybody gets a trophy. But they're doing this little in the pool of water. It's the pool that I grew up swimming in, you know, up north. And so what we do is we catch all the bass, we take them out, we put them in the big lake because they're eating all the little perch. They're eating all, you know what I mean?
Right.
Good night, Sandy. Enjoy.
Night, Sandy.
Double K. You're mean, but funny. Um, what the hell was I saying? Well, I'm gonna hide my own Easter eggs this year. Somebody hit rewind. What was I just saying?
Oh shit!
Talking about putting largemouth bass in a bigger pond so they don't eat.
Oh yeah. So we'll catch all the bass throw in the bigger pond. Okay, and so she lands one, right? She's got a little. I'm gonna have to get her a better one this year, but she's got the Spider-Man fishing rod, right? A little fucking $15. What do you call it with a Zebco reel on it?
Right.
Although I love Zebco reels, I always have. I don't know why. Probably because I've never had a bird's nest. If the line got too old, I changed the line out. Yeah, the first few times it's kind of yucky because it's a new line or whatever. But you know, I never had a problem with a Zebco reel. I really haven't. Anywho, so she lands this bass, right? And what does she do? Now we're on the shoreline, right? She's reeling, and she's walking backwards. I didn't even tell her to. And I'm like, good for you, little girl. Good for you.
Right.
Double cases. I always struggle with those Zebco lures. But yeah, so it's cool, you know. Couple. Oh, here, there you go. There's a subject for you. Lures. We used to use. It wasn't even a spinnerbait. It was just a regular fucking lure, but it was like gold. It was like a gold minnow. And I don't even know why they make them, because I never even got a hit on one. Not one time. Not even with the pickerel. But there's a bunch of lures I won't even put on. I won't even put on a line. You know the top one of spinnerbaits? Yep. If you remember quite a few years ago, when they came out on the, what do you call it, channel, and they were demonstrating it going across the top of the water. Those I like.
Mhm.
But I usually use spinners in like a beaver dam, and they get hit. They get hit, and they get hit.
Right.
You know, but
Yep.
Have you guys found better luck with spinners than?
Yeah, I have.
I know with me, I know everybody knows what I'm talking about, but it's kind of hard to describe when the wind gets up just a little bit. You're out there in the boat, and you look out across the water. It's got plaid shirt look to it, and it's got all the little ripples.
Yep.
You can throw a spinnerbait or a crankbait on right about then, running right up to the shoreline or some down trees or something like that. Good fishing today. I do have a lot better luck with the darker colors. Everybody wants to fish all the fluorescent and neon yellows and pinks and oranges and all that shit.
Yeah.
Nah, just straight fucking black skirt or something like that.
Really?
Yeah. You gotta remember, you're trying to contrast the sky. The fish has got a totally different hue than you do.
Right.
So you got a really bright background, and you're putting something extra bright in there. Hell, you're hiding your shit.
How about you, Shaker? Shaker, I got a $20 fucking fishing rod, bro. I also have one of those. Actually, where'd Phil go? Phil will tell you. He's got one of those. Remember the old fold-up ones? You just fold them up and then you carry it like this, and you just extend out the pole part.
Telescopic pole. Yeah, I've got one.
But people laugh at me because sometimes I'll fish in all the lily pads and stuff. I catch a ton of perch, but it's still fun,
Right. Perch you get eaten.
Yeah, it is.
Around here, especially ponds or small lakes, something, say 10 acres or less. You get out there in the lily pads with a damn old rubber frog.
Yeah.
You put bass in.
Oh, yeah.
You'll put bass on the table at night.
Oh, yeah.
I remember when I was a kid, my cousin and I went out in the rowboat. And we went out in the morning and we were fishing until about 1, 2, I don't know. We fished for a very long time. When we come back with 2 5-gallon buckets full of perch, a couple of pumpkin seed. We go up my grandfather's cottage. Papa, we caught all these fish. Will you help us with them? My grandfather was Archie Bunker revisited, We're walking up to see him. He's sitting on his porch. What are you two pair of bastards doing today? And we got there. Oh, you goddamn it! You got some goddamn small ones in there. Oh my god! It was just. Well, get over here. You're gonna learn how to do it yourself. I'm not gonna goddamn do it for you. And
Yeah.
so he cleaned some, and then he could skin a fish, which I still can't do as an adult. And he could skin a fish, and he wouldn't pull any meat off the friggin'. You know what I mean? I still don't know how he ever did it.
Right.
But so he left some whole like that. And then of course, he filleted some, and we had ourselves a little fish. The three of us had a little fish fry. Like, go down and throw these ones down in the bed. They're too small, but they're good bass bait. You know. Every fish we caught, we put in the bucket. Every fucking fish, you know. Yeah, they were a double K. He was born in 1909, and he passed away in 90. He passed away New Year's Day, 1997, 98, 97, something like that. And I grew up with him in my home. I was fortunate. I was unfortunate in the reason behind it, but I was fortunate that I did. My grandmother, I was 6 months old, and we lived in a different city. My grandfather lived where I grew up, in the house that I grew up in. And my grandmother took sick. She had cancer. And so my mom, dad, my two, me and my two sisters, because I got two older sisters. We moved to Wilmington so my mom could help out her mother. And then after she passed, my grandfather said, "Why don't you just live here?" And da da da. Anywho, what a great. I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't change anything. It was awesome. It was awesome. Even as foul mouthed as he was, he shot right from the hip, and he was funny. I come home one day, and I see the 22, or I see it. I didn't know it was a 22, but I could only assume that it was, and it was, but because I knew he wasn't that sick. I see the barrel of a gun hanging out the window. I'm like, oh no, what's he doing? And he started pecking off all the squirrels that were eating the birdseed, because all his birds would have come because the squirrels were eating the birdseed. Goddamn squirrels, bang, bang. I'm like, oh my God, the cops are gonna come. Because this wasn't the country. This was, this was, the town now has about friggin' 28,000 people in it, but he's the one that got me into fishing and hunting and good times. Real good times. Sometimes I miss those days where, we go fishing. Sometimes I feel, let me say this, the kids around here anyways, like I said, you guys know I'll take my kids fishing when I'm up north and stuff, but they don't want to go fishing around here, like in the spring. I don't know why. But I don't see a lot of kids fishing. Like when I was 12, 11, 12, 13, 14, that's all you saw was kids fishing. Some were out in the canoes, you know what I mean? How about you guys? I mean, do you guys see a change, or is it different where you guys are, or?
Yeah. Well, there's too many video games and shit for them to play now. So.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly right.
Gotta get them away from the TV sets.
Yeah. Yeah, kid walks outside now in spring or summer and breaks a sweat. Shit, man, they ready to go home. Fuck all that.
Right.
Yeah.
And it got soft.
Yeah, shake it. Squirrel tastes good, by the way. We ate those squirrel that he shot that day too. Because he was the one that gave me the rule. You know, you shoot it, you eat it. You kill it, you eat it. So.
Right.
But yeah, so I just think it's weird. It's just I don't know. That's all we want to do is go fishing and be out, you know.
Yeah, that's all we ever did too. Every chance we
Right.
And it always turned into a competition because, you know, growing up I was wicked impatient, you know. And then everything turned into a competition with whoever I was fishing with. You know, if they caught two, I'm like, oh shit, I'm behind. I gotta get. You know what I mean? And it was funny because the brother I got three younger brothers, and the one that's next behind me, he's like, relax, who cares? We're just out here having fun, you know. It's not like we're in a tournament. It's not like we're in a, you know. Because yeah, good point. But I don't know. It was just a different time. I don't know.
Yeah, it was a different time and all, but you know, you think back, you know, when we were kids, there was no cell phone, there was no game console. You know, it was getting outside and going hunting, going fishing, something like that. Hell, man, that was your escape from every damn thing else. You know,
Right.
We'd
you
play
know,
We'd play basketball half the day. It was just.
yeah,
I don't know. It was just. I don't know. My son's 19. I can't get him out of his fucking bedroom unless he's. Oh, you're gonna take me to Wilmington? You're gonna take me to Wilmington? Other than that, I can't get him to get out of his fucking bedroom.
Hmm.
I told him to leave it alone, go get a girl to do it for him, but
right.
you know,
Yeah.
I told him he just keeps playing when he ain't gonna work when he needs it. He can't stand fishing. He's got no patience, anyways. But he can't. Let's go fishing. So you ready? We're up north, and I said to him, I said, "Hey, buddy, want to go fishing with me tonight?" He's like, "Yeah, I'll go fishing with you, Dad." I'm like, "Cool." I said, "You want to go out in the canoe? You want to go from the bridge? You want to walk down to the beaver dam and go down there, or do you want to, you know, where do you want to fish?" He's like, "Oh, we're fishing off the dike, Dad, or off the dock." I'm like, "Okay, whatever." Because I'm fat, old, and lazy, I bring myself a nice chair, park my ass in it, and we're fishing. You ready? 7 minutes. 7 minutes, because the kids came down. "Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing?" "Oh, I'm fishing." "Oh, we're going wherever." "Bye, Dad."
Damn.
All right.
See you, kid. You know. Hey, Zach Hawkins, how the hell are you? Good to see you. Yeah, you know. So he. So I don't even ask him to go fishing anymore. You can take me fish. Nope, I'm not taking you fishing. You're old enough to fish on your own for the next 30 seconds that you want to fish. Hang on one second. Excuse me. How you been, Zach? All right? Good to see you. I never did do a rundown, did I? But did I showed the people those that came in, right?
Right.
I didn't miss anybody.
No, I don't think so.
No driver tonight?
I haven't seen him.
No.
Because I made a mistake last night, and I don't want to make the same mistake twice, 2 nights in a row. That's what damn Skippy sure. I genuinely felt bad that I did that last night too. Now, Stump, does your boy, does he go out and go off his own and go do his thing and fish and?
Well, and when school's in, you know, we're out there in the middle
Oh
of
yeah,
nowhere. I mean, it ain't like there's neighborhood kids to go play with or nothing.
right.
So, we get to the house, he'll take care of his chores and his homework, and we'll attend to supper, and he'll take care of the dishes, or sometimes I will, he will, whatever, just whoever's turn it is. But in the evenings, hell, it's usually playing cards, or we rearrange a schedule, and just fucking the wife will have supper wait when we come back from the woods or something. I mean, but no, there's really not a whole lot of video games and shit like that going on here.
Yeah, that.
Good deal.
Hey Zach,
And
go ahead.
I ain't gonna lie to you, he's 17. It ain't like it's always, pasture full of roses as far as the attitude. I mean,
Oh yeah, go to that now. I got a 19. I hear you.
no.
Except
For the most part, he's usually good.
he caught me in a bad mood one day, and he wanted to puff out his chest, and he took 2 steps towards his old man. I said, son, you don't want to do that to me. Then he pointed at me. So I dropped him right where he stood.
Yep.
And I didn't even hit him. I put one hand on his chest and just went.
Yep.
He went flying. And
We done been down that road too.
he just looked at me, and I go, just be thankful that I didn't hit you. You did. I says, no, I pushed you. Didn't hit you. Then you get the old, well, did you have to do that? Would Pop have done that to you? I says, call your grandfather right now and ask him what the fuck would have happened to me. So he did. He called my dad. And he says, Pop, he goes, da, da, da. And I can hear my own man laughing the other end of the phone. Laughing. He says, your father would have bled for a little bit. He says, that's only if your grandmother was in the house. If your grandmother wasn't in the house, he'd have bled for a long time.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I mean, he's a good kid. He doesn't disrespect other adults when he leaves my house. He's not breaking into shit. He's not, you know what I mean? So he's just doing kid shit.
Right.
As I call it. I call it kid shit,
Yeah, that's just it. Yeah, that whole kid shit. That's part of growing the fuck up, Hell, we all do it on some level or another,
Yeah.
I mean, God knows, man. I was fucking from 17 on up to 20. I mean, my family bullet in my goddamn head.
Yeah, I never did push my old man. Hell, I knew better.
Right? Gear says, I've seen my brother and dad fight a time or two. That was enough for me to know I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to fight my dad.
Yeah.
See, you learn by example. See that, Gear? Good for you. All right. Worst thing I ever said to my mother was, Gish. My mother called me a son of a bitch. I was about 16, and I told her she wasn't insulting me. Wow!
Damn.
I took a beating and a half. I took a beating and a half.
Recall getting mouthy. He was shot. I was 3 years old, and mom and grandma and Papa Charlie, they kind of raised me. I don't ever remember getting mouthy with any of them, but I was bad about taking this. It'd start with 2 or 3 days, and the next thing you knew, it's like, I just poof, I was gone 6, 8, 12, 15 weeks at a time. Come back, get my ass stomped, hang around for a month or two, and then I'd hit the road again. Not running away or nothing, just
Right.
getting into shit. The next thing you know, well, fuck, it's too late to go home. Fuck, I'll just crash here.
Yep. Absolutely. We had good times. When I was young, and like I said, I just, like I said before about, when I get out of here, I wanna get a pick or two, I keep telling my oldest daughter I'm going to do it. She's like, no, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. And I said, what's the problem? You want to go turkey hunting with me? It's the same friggin' thing. No, Daddy, a turkey's a bird. I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. I said, we have a wise ass in the family, I see. But one of these days.
Back when my boy was real young, we had a fox that kept coming up, and it was just ransacking a bunch of shit. I mean, it literally got to be a damn problem. You had to feed the dogs, and this son of a bitch was trying to attack you to get the damn food before you could give it to the dogs and shit. So I got a damn belly full of it, and I shot the son of a bitch. And I thought about it, and I said, damn. Because my boy, he was young back then. I was like, I got to explain to him why I killed this damn thing, because we ain't eating no damn fox. He was used to deer and rabbit and squirrel, shit like that, but damn fox looks a lot like a dog,
Right.
And I was worried, how the hell am I going to explain this? That this was a problem. Shit, he thought it was the grandest damn thing in the world. He's been my hunting buddy ever since,
Right.
I was lucky on that one.
Right.
Good night, Shaker. Thanks for coming in, pal.
Later,
Hey, G Trapper, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, G.
Yeah, I mean that's but she doesn't want to go deer hunting with me, although she'll eat the meat. She always has,
Right.
My other one, she's a little mass murderer of the family. You ready for this? There's a dead squirrel 1 foot from my fucking driveway, right? Daddy, I says, what? She says, look, the dead squirrel's here. Can we eat it? And I'm like, no, honey, I don't know how long that thing's been there, and it's all, Oh, okay. She's out with her mother, and they'll see deer on the road or something. Tell Daddy to come back and get his gun and shoot it. And my wife's like, you gotta stop it. I says, dude, what did I do? Yeah, she goes to school and tells everybody she ate squirrel. Of course, the teacher told her it was improper talk. So I said, what? She said, I told everybody that I ate the squirrel. And my teacher told me that wasn't proper. I shouldn't have said that. I said, oh, thank you. So I called the teacher the next morning on my way to work.
That's right.
And I says, hi, this is Mike Delusion, the Ty's dad. She says, oh, come on. I says, yeah, come on. I got a question for you. She says, what? I go, do you believe in broadening people's horizons as a teacher? Don't you believe that people should, instead of doing ABC, 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 shouldn't there be a D, E, F, G, H, I, J, and a K in there somewhere? She says, absolutely. I says, good. Because the next time my daughter is telling somebody that she ate squirrel and you tell her it's improper, I says, I'm going to come visit you. Well, squirrel is squirrel's food. She ate it. She wasn't lying. Her brother and her cousin killed it. Her uncle scun it. We cleaned it. We cooked it. We ate it.
Right on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I says, what? Society doesn't say that it's good, so we can't talk about it. Is that what it is?
That's exactly what it is, brother.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's the kind of the problem with the educational system these days. They want to graduate folks from little cookie cutter mold and shape, and this is right and this is wrong. And the end result, man, they're what American people have always been.
Yep. No, it's not. It's a pillow. Wise ass.
Somebody picking on your pillow, Mike.
Of course, she can't just come in and say hi. She's gonna pick on you. You know. You know how they are. You know how them southern women are. Or them northern women that try to be southerners. You know what I mean? You know how they are, Stump.
Schools they're different nowadays, man. I mean, I know it's gonna be hard for you to relate to what I'm saying on some levels. Being up north and down here in the south. I can remember going to high school. My damn deer rifle was in the back of the truck, hanging in the rack in the back glass.
Yep.
School was over with. The damn woods, man. Getting a couple hours of hunting before you went home. That shit nowadays, see what the fuck happens. Somebody's going to jail, man.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we had shop class, vocational school. They don't have that shit anymore. I mean, you don't have a.
We get that up here.
But nowadays, man, you don't. I mean, nowadays you don't have people that. The trade school aspect of it. You don't have any kids nowadays that want to be a fucking welder, that want to be a carpenter, that want to be a fucking mechanic. That shit don't exist anymore.
Oh no, we have those schools that kids do that up here. Here's what they don't do. They don't we're not allowed. Well, this is Massachusetts, so. But when I was a kid going to New Hampshire, in the 80s, I definitely remember the gun racks. I mean, that was it's part of life, But like you said, you can't do that today. Too many people are,
Yeah.
Yeah, hell, I ended up in a gun wrecking wood shop. I mean,
yeah, I made one. I made one for my grandfather.
right.
I went to Metal Fab. I made a Chinese fucking star. And I almost got in trouble for that one. That thing was like a small skill saw blade.
Right.
Because it wasn't like no 5-point star. I had like friggin' had to be 12. And dude, I had that thing so fucking sharp. I would actually cut myself when I threw it.
Wow.
Oh yeah. And so I take it home and I'm whipping it at the trees. It's going right into the tree. I'm like, God, this is great. Did it sideways. I got caught with it. And I'm like, balls.
Right. Too many Bruce Lee movies there, Mike.
Yeah. It was just a lot of fun. It was just
yeah. I went through that too.
Oh yeah.
We were in furniture making, and there was this kid he was on the lathe and he's making a post for his waterbed or whatever. And I said to him, I said, hey, can you set that lathe so we can do it for a baseball bat? He's like, how am I supposed to? I said, I don't know. Let's figure it out. He went home, asked his dad. His dad told him how to do it. We made 2 bats the next day. And it was fucking cool.
Yeah.
Of course, we get caught. And I'm like, oh, I was making it for you. And the teacher's like, what? I said, yeah, it was going to be a little present, Are you kidding me? I go, no. I go, give me a magic marker. He gives me a magic marker. To Mr. Hamilton, Mike DeLucia, enjoy. I wrote it right across the fat of the bat. He had it hanging in his office for 100 years, But I'm like, shit, the only bat I make and I can't even get at it. I had to lie about it and everything else. And, I am Dish. I have the sniffles. But I did a chat anyways, Just saying. we don't let the sniffles get us down here.
Right.
My people wanted to chat, so we gotta keep my people happy. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to be nice.
Right.
Dish, you got a hunting license yet? Or a fishing license in what are you, North Carolina? Right, something north, south, it don't matter. So did you get a fishing license yet, Dish? Because I'm gonna pick on you for a minute, only because I love you. Okay. Your screen name is Dish Outdoors. Go outdoors. Go do the stuff you love. All right, who's got the fucking chalkboard going? Is that you? Oh. Woo.
Just checking his blade.
Right? Oh, I can shake a frog's ass now. I'm good.
Right.
Shave, shake, whatever. You know what I meant.
It'll work.
Her best friend is MJP indoors, though. Right on, Double K. No, because I love Dish, and I know that she loves being outside. I know she loves hunting. I know, and she really enjoys it. And she hasn't had an opportunity to get out. And I know her and Shell went fishing. Was it last spring they went? Or summer? Was it last spring, last summer they went?
It might have been summer before last, wasn't it?
No, I thought they went.
I'm
I
not
thought they
sure.
went last summer. I could be wrong. Anyways, so that was cool. But I know that she said that there wasn't a lot of places down there where she can go either. That she could, she has to drive a distance, which kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Because I'm one of those guys. I'm pissed off that I can't even hunt my own town anymore. I mean, I can, but I'm losing so many places to hunt. So if you go there, it's like, this. You're gonna bump into somebody, and my thing is that I don't mind bumping into somebody on the trail, but when I walk off the trail, I'm going, a mile into the woods. You do, hon? Good. I'm glad. I'm just saying, you know how I am. I'm happy for you, Dish. But if I'm 3/4 of a mile into the woods, and I see 4 hunters, I'm pissed off. I'm sorry. I really am. Because you don't know which way they walked. So they set it up the whole fucking area. And it's like, now you're screwed. You know what I mean? I'm stalking or I'm following a fucking scat trail or something, you know what I mean? And whatever, you know?
Another really big problem, an area that's infested with other hunters. Modern day, even the muzzle loaders, the shotguns, your rifles, and all that. You got a really high probability of a round making a complete through and through.
Yep.
And like you were just saying, you don't know where that other motherfucker went.
Right.
You don't always get that quarter and a broadside shot going into a tree or a hillside. You got to be aware where that round's going to keep going.
You can't get it back.
Mm-mm.
Right.
Somebody put on Facebook probably, I don't know, 5-6 months ago, whatever. Anyway, it was a picture of a 10-pointer. And he's up on a hill, walking a ridgeline. And it says you got 3 choices. Shoot, don't shoot. What was the third one? Or continue to track or something like that. It says pick one. I'm like, you can't just pick one, because if you're in a tree stand, you're not going to follow it. So, but if you're stalking, of course you're going to stalk it. But I put, don't shoot.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And somebody wrote back, why not? Look at that thing. The total. It's just because it's on a ridgeline.
Right.
Yeah. But what's on the other side of that ridgeline? You can't see the other side of that ridge.
Right. I had one like that one year when I was bow hunting, and shit, I was on the ground. I let it walk.
Yep.
And I mean, that was just with the bow.
I'd rather. I mean, I'll sit for a long time, but I love stalking. I love doing that. You killed 72 deer? Holy Hannah. That's a lot of deer.
It is.
Fuck, that's probably more deer. That's probably about the amount of deer there are in fucking 3 towns around here.
Mm-hmm.
Got a lot of underwater footage. Oh, cool. G-Trap, that'd be great.
Cool.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to going Monday and going fishing on Monday. And probably be the last trip unless we get some local.
We headed up to go fishing with Ed.
Yeah, on Monday. So this cold better be gone by then. I'm going anyways. I don't give a fuck. Yeah.
Right.
I'll tell you what's always worked best for me, that Alka-Seltzer Blunts cold and flu. It's just always helped.
I just want to be able to breathe in. Where did Dish go? I wanted to see if she wanted to come in. Dish, you still here? Dish, are you still here? Oh yeah, I keep forgetting the goddamn delay. I always forget the delay. Hey, G-Trapper, what do you use for Northers? Do you use Shiners? There's a guy in Maine, G-Trap. I don't know if I told you last night or not, but there's a guy in Maine that when he fishes, he'll take the Shiner and step on it and send that thing about fucking 4 inches off the bottom of the lake. Supposedly, I was told this week, I got to look into it more. I got a couple of lakes here in my town, and supposedly, people have seen other people catch them, and then they fell off their line. But if supposedly there's pike up here, and I would have to see it to believe it. We have pike in the Quanah Reservoir, which is an absolute huge body of water in the center of Massachusetts. But can you guys hold down the fort while I go get another Pepsi?
Sure, no problem.
Go ahead.
All right, I'll be right back.
All right.
As you were.
Well, Groovy, while Mike set it off to get a Pepsi, man, I got a curiosity. It concerns you. How are the rabbits doing, man?
Oh, it's doing pretty good. They're getting big.
Cool.
They grow super fast.
Right on. So, what prompted you to get into doing the whole rabbit thing, man? Was it just a whim, or I mean, what got you started?
My kids wanted them, so, and actually, we ended up getting a little buck, and I still have him today. I mean, he's probably about 3, almost 4 years old. So,
Okay.
it all started with him.
Right on. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew you had them. I just didn't know what got you started in doing it. If it was one of a case of food was a pulse on spool, or if it was a pet thing that just got out of hand or what. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, they started out being a pet thing. One of my ex brother-in-laws actually he had them, and then the kids wanted them, so
Okay. Cool.
that's how it came about.
All right. You got now total?
Oh, let's see, I've got 3 adults and 7 babies.
Oh, what's that?
No, make that 4. I've got 2 bucks, 2 does, and 7 babies.
Cool.
Walking through your property?
What's that?
Walking through your property?
Oh no. I'm talking about rabbits.
Oh, okay.
Since you happen to be on Facebook and Instagram and don't really follow them, Groovy raises rabbits. In case you're not aware.
Groove, don't I follow you on fucking? You're such an asshole to me.
I mean, it just struck me odd. A mutual friend. Leave an extremely public trail, but he's going all the way up north.
Yeah.
You're so mean to me.
I understand. It was a busy week, a lot going on, turning the hours. I can. Yeah, I don't get it.
I don't know.
Oh. Yeah, man, I was curious. I didn't know if it was still just a small group or if you done started a full-fledged rabbit farm. I wasn't sure.
It's starting to be that way, it seems like.
You're right.
Yeah.
Good eating.
Yeah. I mean, the babies are already eating solid food, and they're probably seems like they're only about 3 weeks old, but they're probably more like a month old now. So,
Okay.
yeah. They love lettuce and carrots, man.
Okay, so you pretty much keep them on produce instead of going to like the pellets and stuff like that.
I feed them pellets, and then of course I cover up the pellets with lettuce and carrots, and they eat that first, and then they eat the pellets. But
Right on.
yeah, I just mix it
Fatten
all
them right up.
up. Right on.
Yep.
Yeah, they're spoiled.
Cool.
Yeah, my
Just I
oldest,
sent you one. Go ahead, bud.
my oldest one, he's pretty well tamed. I mean, I pretty much tell him, "Hey, you want a new girlfriend?" And he'll perk right up.
Well, safe to say there's one thing that communicates across any language, huh?
Exactly. Yep. As soon as he hears that, he knows he's going to get introduced. So.
What was I watching that? Race rabbits. It's weird because he has them. He's got a setup where it's the individual cages all have trays underneath it. So he just moves the trays, dumps it, moves the trays, takes the tray out, dumps it, takes the tray out, dumps it.
Right.
He says it's a lot easier, quicker.
That sounds similar to like a commercial farming setup in a way right
Yeah.
Yeah. I forget who the hell's channel it was.
I had a hutch like that when I first started. Had the trays you pull out, but then it kind of fell apart, so I ended up making my own.
Yeah, you got to go with what works.
Right. Exactly.
Whatever's easy for you.
Right. And I normally just bag it up and give it to my neighbor, and he puts it in his garden, so it works out fine.
Well, there you go.
there.
I mean, he lets me raise his garden whenever I feel like it. So
That works.
Oh yeah, it does.
SKS, how the hell are you? Good to see you. We're just no JT tonight, so we're just getting together, shooting the shit. You know. I hope not to change the subject. I hope Uncle Kyle's better. They told me last night that he's a little under the weather, so I hope he's doing all right.
Yeah, no kidding. He's got enough going on as it is. He don't need to be sick on top of it.
Right.
Right.
Which, I mean, if he is sick, at least now he's got Eli, I think's the kid's name. To keep him company, you know.
Yeah.
Right on.
Because I haven't seen him in forever in a week.
It's been a while.
Yeah. Hey, Drive Shaft 2, what's up? Good to see you. Yeah, I do, Drive Shaft. But the girls didn't have a chat because Shaw wasn't well. And it's just really in my head. But like hair up. Because the problem is when I lay down, it get worse. You know, I can't even breathe out of it when I lay down. I don't know why that is, but yeah, it's weird because it just started coming on for Thursday night, Friday. Yeah, Friday morning I sneezed a couple of times, and then when I was at FedEx Friday night, I couldn't stop sneezing to save my life. By the time I left there, I'm only there for 3.5, 4 hours. By the time I left there, it can't breathe out of my nose. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? You know. But hey, what do you do? It's a cold. You know. Shit happens. You know. But looking forward to being outside and going fishing on Monday. So
So while you're there, you gonna try to hijack Ed's cup this time?
yeah, if I go back to the house, I will. I definitely will. Well, it all depends. If his wife's back, his wife wasn't there, but if she's there, I won't do it. Actually, Drew, I did sleep. I slept for about 3 hours. I went to my daughter had a competition, dance competition today, so I went to that, and then did a couple of errands. Went to my brother's house. Got back on my way back. I said to my youngest daughters, "Come on, we'll go to Wendy's." And then we did that, and I ate a 7:15, and I was out like a light till about 10:15, 10 o'clock.
So how'd they do on the recital or competition thing?
She's well. She's really well. She got mad. They lost her music, so that she has to wait. You know, so then they put somebody else there. 2 other dancers went on. Of course, me, I only go to watch my kid. So it's like, you know, you tell me she's on at 2:30. It's fucking 2:45, 2:50. What the fuck, you know? So.
Well, she's been doing that stuff a while now too, hasn't she?
Oh yeah, she's been doing it since she was like 2. It cost me an arm and a leg, but what the hell?
It's only money you can't take it with you, brother.
Right. Yeah, car carry. I haven't got that point yet. Although it was weird because when I came home, before I fell asleep, I was freezing. So my youngest daughter got me 2 blankets. I'm sitting where I am right now, and she put the 2 blankets on me, and I had my coat on because I was that cold. And I woke up, like I said, about 9:45, 10 o'clock, and I was like, wow. That was a little warm. What are you going to be fishing for? I don't know yet. It hasn't told me whether we're going to be doing panfish or trout. I don't know yet. Yeah, I'm okay. I'll sleep like a baby. Don't worry about it. Like I said, I felt bad, and I wanted to do it. I wanted to help Michelle out because I know, Michelle did it for me. When I didn't have my chat on a Friday night, her and Dish were nice enough to do one. And I know that there was people hanging out in the thing, in the, what do you call it? The crazy chat thing. And, yeah, Drew, I did do the tea thing. I just didn't do the honey because I can't stand honey. But I did make a hot tea, not coffee, which is not, what do you call it for me? Unusual for me not to drink coffee, but see that I was saying something and I read what Drew wrote. I forgot what I was saying. I should probably go to the Alzheimer's unit or something.
Possibly. I'm not going to lie. I'm right there with you because I can't remember what you were talking about before you swapped over to doing tea.
That's all right. Yeah. That's all right. It all works out. It all works out. But yeah, so it's a short week. I got Monday off. I'm stoked.
I bet so. And hell, you don't really end up with much time off.
No. So I'll enjoy it.
Heck yeah.
Hopefully I'll have a video up of catching some fish.
Right on.
Yeah. So any trappers coming, so that'll be cool. And Sarge Farrier might be coming too, so
That'd be cool.
And I've said it 100 times before, but I'd really like to meet those two.
Yeah.
Ed and Sarge.
Oh my god. All right, so out of all the people that I met from YouTube, all right, that would be William Woodcraft. You got course Chad, New Hampshire Trapper, of course Ed, and a couple that was from New York that I met. And Sarge Farrier. When I met Sarge Farrier, believe it or not, it was kind of like, you know, I was kind of, it was kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Surreal, I guess. It's just,
Struck.
yeah, it was like, you know, uh, but what an absolute cool dude, you know, absolute cool dude. And I wasn't joking when I said last year when I was with them that I just sat back and listened because to hear them both was just, you know,
Right on.
All right.
you had to learn. So one of these days when I have more vacation time, I'd like to take one of his classes. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
that'd be absolutely great.
Yeah, it would.
You know, be in the woods for whatever 3-4 days, whatever it is. You know,
Mm.
I was double K. I was like a schoolgirl meeting Justin Bieber. I was nervous. Thanks, Drew. I will. Yeah, double K. I was, and what made it good was you know, of course, they were in the driveway, probably just waiting on me, and because I stopped to get the bait, and I got out of the car, get the bait and everything, and get my shit. And, I walk over, and he yells out, "Mikey D!" And I just was like, "Wow," you know. But yeah, it was cool. I was double K. I wasn't intimidated by the knowledge. It was just that's why you know that night that I said it. You know, I don't mean to repeat myself again, but I felt like the little boy amongst the men, and I'm not making fun of myself. I just know what I know, and the knowledge those two men have is it's phenomenal. Um, it's just phenomenal. I mean, he's a Maine State freaking guy for Christ's sakes. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Uh,
Bushcraft extraordinaire, soldier, borderline fucking chef.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, he can Let me tell you something. Like they were talking, and they were talking about getting to a camp, and you know, and they're talking about knots and da, 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 and I smirked, and you know, Sarge said to me, he says, "Yeah, I saw your video on the knot tying." He says, "We'll teach you," you know. The only knot I tied, I married, so yeah, you know what I'm saying. It's just other than my shoes.
You know, on that note, man, not picking on you, but
Okay.
I don't want it to sound like I'm picking on you, but getting out of the woods and all, how do you? I don't know, man. Just it seems weird that you don't know, you know, 10,
How to do a knot.
12, 15 different knots, you know, for different things. It just
I never did because I'll tell you why. I never did bushcraft when I was a kid. I never set up a top when I was a kid. Actually, I shouldn't say that. Um, we didn't have a tent one night and we wanted to go. And I took a top. I took an old paint top that canvas top that my grandfather had. And he's the one that told me to do it. He says, find 2 trees. He says, make yourself a ridge line and throw the friggin' tent over it, throw the canvas over it.
Mhm.
I said, all right. So that's what I did. what it did do that I thought was kind of cool, that without, again, this is from 14, 15 years old. So, there's no YouTube, there's no, what it did do was because, I didn't have the proper knot. Okay. I found two, well, my cousin helped me obviously, but we found a couple of branches, small branches, probably 2 inches round, an inch round, or what have you, that were forked, and I put one at the front and one at the rear to keep the ridge line up.
Right.
But to get back to the knots, yeah, I just never had to tie them. You know what I mean? I never had to use them because when I was in the woods, I was always in a tent or as just a sleeping bag. I have one, a big one now again, but when I was a kid, I had this, like, it was a triple wide. It was like, me, you, and Ohio could fit in this fucking sleeping bag stump. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's fucking huge, right? So we went in and we're sleeping.
And a sleeping
sleeping
bag in the circus tent.
Oh shit, right? And I could have used it for a shelter. I'm telling you, that's how big it was.
Wow.
And I have a double wide one right now.
Right.
Anywho, so as a kid, I get in that thing. I'm in a cocoon. I put that thing over my head. No bugs, no nothing.
Right.
And I was toasty warm. And hey, ZPD Survival, how the hell are you?
Right on.
Hey.
I did, however, buy a book on knots.
Are there any certain ones that you want to learn how to tie, Mike?
Bowline would be nice. What's the knots? What's the when you use it?
That one's easy.
The what?
I can show you that one. That's like stupid simple to do. There's like a little story that goes with it. I mean, we were in, I was a kid. I was in Cub Scouts and Boy Scouts.
Yeah.
You learn all your knots in there. But there's like this really old story or several versions of the story that goes along with tying a bowline. It just makes it so damn simple. I mean, you'll catch a lot of adults that learned it through Scouts when they were kids. You'll catch them as they're tying one real quick. You watch them, you'll see their lips moving, telling the little story as they go.
Right.
It's real easy, man. I'll show you that one here soon.
Yeah. So, like, if I would to have a hammock or something, right, and I went to tie something on the ridge line, or if I went to use other canvas type or top, a top setup, you'd want a bowline on the tree, correct? So
you can use a bowline, you can use a ground line hitch, tight line hitch.
Because you don't want the knot to slip, and so see, my thing is that what I was doing at work while I was on lunch is that I had a piece of paracord.
Right.
Just cut a piece off I got like 100 foot of paracord, and I just cut like a 2-3 foot piece of it off, and I would do it there, sitting in my car on lunch. But it's different doing it sitting there on lunch, and I got nothing to tie it to. You know what I mean?
You got a steering wheel in front of you.
So I'm doing it in my hand. I'm doing it in my hand, so it's kind of,
Like I say, you got a steering wheel in front of you. Hell, tie stuff on it. Practice using it.
Hey, we got Double K to say yada yada yada. Double K said, "I've tried to learn a bowline so many times. The rabbit through the hole. Yada yada yada." Cool names. Double K. But they come in handy, just not even out in the woods, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'll make a loop. Like I'll be tying some down in a trailer, and I'll have like half inch like clothesline or something, you know. And I'll make a loop and I'll put it on the hook, and I'll go around and because then they get the reverse hooks, and pull it tight. I'm at the end, and I don't know what not to use to tie it down so it doesn't. So I'm like, oh, let's try this, and I would all right. So I got the tail piece in my hand, right? I get the tightness. I get the tightness of everything I just wrapped. The where I just wrapped it. So what I would do is I'd take the tail, put it underneath where I just wrapped, make like a half. I make like a half square.
Yeah.
And then square, and then so I got a half square here, and then of course now there's a hole there, like a loop, right? And I'd pull that a little bit tight, and then I'd make another. Then I'd make the other half hitch. So I got two halves. And I tighten that up. Sometimes it'll stay tight, and sometimes it'll come loose on me. And I know that's not a knot. I know that's not a, granted I made a half knot, but I know it's not a specific, but I think using what do you call it? What's the knot where you want to slide the, you want to slide the knot to point to where you want it to be. A slip knot? Is that what it's called? A slip knot?
Depends on what you're doing. I mean, like if you
So again, if I'm tying something down on a trailer.
Yeah. Right. Usually if I'm doing something like that with rope, on one end I'll tie a bowline around one rail, or either do a ground line hitch on that side. Go over my load, and probably a foot or two from the other rail, the one I'm going to tie off on, I'll put an Alpine butterfly knot in it. It just gives you a loop that don't jam. And then go under over my rails and back through the loop and pull it tight. You're using that loop just like a pulley, so you can tighten everything up real nice and snug. And then right there where it comes through the loop, you just take your hand and you grab around it real tight, so that when you let go with the loose end, you don't lose all of your tension. And just go around it and back through that hole. Well, that's a half hitch. Pull that tight and do another one real quick. And that thing ain't going nowhere. I mean, it's a matter of seconds. We'll get you educated up on that, man. Do a few things to show you what I'm talking about.
And you know what's funny? I'm sitting in my car and just fucking around. I wasn't like reading the book or anything, and just fucking around. And I can't do it now, though. If I went to get a piece of string or took my shoelace out, I couldn't even do it for you now, because I forgot how I did it. But I made a knot for like a what do you call it? A snare. It was actually funny. I did it on total accident. So I got the tag in, and I'm like, "Oh, look, it's not even doing it." And so I put my finger, and I went like that, and I'm like, because I'm trying to figure out, when they do the snares, exactly how, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm holding the tag in like this, and of course I stick my finger in my hands with a hole, and as I'm pushing, the thing just tightens right around my finger, and I'm like, gotcha. But I don't know how I did it. I don't know how I tied it. You know what I mean? And I mean, obviously you can't use paracord as a snare, but good night, Drew. Good night, V-Board. Thank you very much for coming in. Much appreciated. But I still think it was kind of cool that I did it. Because now I can get, snare wire and use it now. If I can remember how the fuck I did it.
Right.
Yeah.
Because there are plenty of rabbits at my work. I wish Philly was here. He'd tell you. There are plenty of rabbits at my work I can snare with no problem whatsoever. And one of the guys asked me, as a matter of fact, he goes, "Please leave it alone. Don't kill it." I said, "Kill it, dude. There's about freaking 30 of them around here." So then we're standing there at 3 o'clock break one afternoon, and all of a sudden, here comes this red-tailed hawk out of nowhere. And I went, uh-oh, somebody's hungry. Shut up, shut up. I go, did you think he's here to fucking eat an ant? I said, he scared away all the seagulls, and now he's going to have his feast on fucking a rabbit. I says, and all he's going to do is get huge. I says, because if he sees all these rabbits out here, he'll build a nest.
Oh hell yeah!
You know, he'll build a nest. We got, what do you call it? Is it black spruce? There's like 5 of them in a row, you know. And I said, he'll build a freaking nest right up in there. You know, the fox and the coyote haven't got him yet. And that's in the city, you know, that's in the fucking, that's where I work. And they got like, I don't know, probably 60,000, 70,000 people live in that freaking city.
Man.
And coyotes and everything all over the place. You know, I told him, I said, I'd stand one, but you know what my shit luck would be?
Fucking
My shit luck would be my shit luck would be little Susie's fucking dog ran away. Came walking by and fucking, you know, that'd be my shit luck. I come in the morning and there'd be a fucking chihuahua or something hanging from it. You know, it'll be like, oh great, you know.
hanging from a damn spring pole snare.
Yeah, that'd be my luck. That'd be my luck. I kind of liked it when Andrew from the Wild North, he did a deadfall.
Yep.
I thought that was awesome, especially for him, where he's way the hell up there, and you know the other animals won't get at it. You know.
Yep.
But I think we're way up in the air.
You know, doing the deadfalls and all that figure 4 trigger thing.
Right.
Yep.
Tried that and tried that and tried that and tried it. I cannot get that motherfucker to save my goddamn life.
I've never even tried it yet. I've always wanted to though.
It's the carving part ain't hard. I mean, it's, you know, just a few simple notches and shit, but
Right.
to actually set that motherfucker, dude, I've damn near broke my fucking hand too many times. You really got to have everything just right. It's almost like trying to balance an elephant on a fucking needle. And if everything ain't just right, when you move your hand, that bitch comes crashing down.
Right.
Oh, stump! You know what else I can't make?
What's that?
I can't make tent stakes, or you know, like the bird's beak notch. Okay, so I make an X, right?
Yeah.
And I go like halfway through, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I take my knife. I'm even doing it the right way, you know. I got my thumb on the back of the spine, and I can't get 500 paracord to sit in there. And I'm using my mortar, so I'm not using a dull knife.
Because, I mean, your notches are usually easier things to learn.
I mean, so I go, you know, I make the X, right? And then I start right in the center of the X. You know, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
Starting in the middle of X is what it sounds like. If you make your X, okay? And now if you want the point here, right?
Yeah.
Don't start trimming out in the middle of the X. Come way down here, past it, you know, an inch or two. And just like you're doing a number 7 notch, keep cutting all the way up until you get to the center. And then you'll roll up one side and kind of roll some out, and then the other side and roll some out. And then at the point itself, you'll kind of work there with the knife following the line of the X, and you're trying to undercut that point, making that
Because I mean, I've seen the guys. They'll put like 4 of them on one piece of wood.
Making
you
like a
just-
pot hanger.
Right. And I'm like, there's no way that's hanging. There's no way, you know. So I get mad and frustrated at myself. So I stop. You know what I mean? Like one night I went to make bannock. I was up north and I had a fire going. And I attempted to make bannock. And it came out fucking so wrong. I erased the video and I wasn't happy. And Dish said to me, "You should have posted it, so people know that not every time you're going to make it, it's going to be a success."
I mean, you got guys here on YouTube like Mitch on his channel.
Yeah, he's
Native
from my he's from my Native Survivor. He's from Massachusetts.
Yeah.
That cocksucker can go out there and make bannock out of fucking fairy dust.
Right.
Goddamn time, but he's done this shit like 30, 40 million fucking times, man. You know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think the only thing I do different for bannock is I would have to bring like cinnamon or something.
Right.
You know. But maybe I'll try it again, and if I fail, I'll leave it. You know. Yeah, ZPD is going to be warm here too. But yeah, so I figure taking Derek's class, this would, you know, help me along, obviously.
Oh yeah.
Right.
There's another school out of Maine, Northern Maine. And I'm on their thing too. Their Google Plus. What the hell's the name of it? I forget. Saj knows who it is. Saj actually works with them a lot. So, but
Okay.
Chris, working class woodsman went up there. He's like, it's unreal, you know. Now here's another guy that went to a class. He went to the, the next step up class, or you know what I mean?
Right.
But another bucket list thing I want to do is I want to cook a meal in a fucking Dutch oven.
Dude, that's
You know,
that's not a real difficult thing to do right there, Mike.
it is for me because I really don't cook well.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not a really good cook. But
Just think of a Dutch oven kind of like a crock pot. Okay. You don't want a shitload of heat, but you do want it,
right,
and whatever you put in there, plan on it cooking most of the fucking day. Don't try to rush a damn thing,
right.
Throw a rabbit or 3 or 4 squirrels over in there, a little bit of water, some potatoes, some onions, carrots, a little salt, a little pepper, put a lid on it, and leave it the fuck alone. Have it a foot or 2 off the damn fire. Coals, foot away from it, and just let it do its thing all day long. It's a slow cooker.
Right. I seen what's his name do like a fucking pot roast at his Boss of the Swamp. And of course, me, I'm just amazed by that shit. I think it's awesome.
Oh.
Trying to reload the. does
And,
a lot of Dutch oven cooking. Okay, cool. Thanks, Kia.
yeah, another thing about cooking, there's a big difference in a campfire and a cooking fire.
Right.
Cooking a good bed of hot coals.
Yeah, I don't want flame. I just want the coals.
Right.
Yeah, we cook in the summer. My brother's got a 55-gallon drum.
Mm-hmm.
Cut a hole in the bottom, put a grate on the top, and we load that son of a bitch up about 3:45. Usually he lets me do the fire stuff. I get that thing roaring.
Oh, yeah.
And then we let it die, and he'll come out, he'll put a pork loin on there, and I don't care what anybody says. Food tastes better cooked over wood than gas in your oven, in a fucking restaurant oven, or wherever else. Food tastes better cooked over fucking a fire.
Right.
One night, he makes this chicken, right? And it's a simple chicken. It's a simple little what do you call it? Marinade.
Mhm.
And I did everything he told me to a fucking T, and it still didn't taste like his. So I'm like, because I get frustrated with myself, like, fuck it, you know what I mean?
Right.
And anywho, my mom looks at me and she says, Michael, I go, what? She said, where'd you cook it? I said, out in the grill. She said, did you use wood? I goes, no, Ma, it's my gas grill. She goes, there you go.
Yep.
I goes, well, I know it does taste better over wood. She goes, it's the taste, it's the smoke, it's the... Yeah, but we using pine and birch and every other goddamn thing when we burn it, when I'm getting the coals. Oh, yeah. Well, the pine really is just to get the fire going, you know what I mean?
Right. Well,
Then I'm throwing maple in there, and
birch. We don't even have birch trees around here. We get river birch, but it ain't the same as a regular old birch tree.
You don't have birch trees down the south?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? There's birch trees in fucking Alaska, for Christ's sakes.
Yeah. It's too fucking hot here for them, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I say, you'll get a river birch here and there, but as far as you guys can go to a damn birch tree and snatch off a damn, what, foot by foot square fucking gasoline paper off the son of a bitch. That shit ain't happening
Yeah.
here. If you're desperate for a damn fire, you go to a cedar tree.
Double K wants to know, you guys sub to School of Self-Reliance. I don't believe that I am. He said he's doing a series called Survival Bullshit. And Double K says it's hilarious. He gets so mad.
Is that like the old dude that does that one?
I have a kid on my channel that I follow, Darren. He so he's an everyday Joe, you know what I mean? And you know what he does? He's gone up to the White Mountains, the what do you call it up there in Vermont? Green Mountain National Forest, Maine, New York, Connecticut. Anywho, and what he does is he'll do a video on. I learned this on a survival channel, or I learned this watching TV on a survival. You know what I mean? One day he fucked up so bad. I told him, I said, "You got to be careful," because he's by himself. Number one. He got cold. his feet got wet and they got cold. And you know what he did? He had like bread wrappers or some kind of plastic with him. And to keep his feet dry, he put his feet in it. And I told him, don't ever do that again. He's like, why? And I said, because let's just suppose your foot wasn't even wet. He's all, I'm kind of trying to keep him dry. That's why I said, no, I totally get it. I know why you did it. He hated batoning. That's pretty funny. I know why you did it. I said, but here's the thing. I go, even if your feet don't get wet, what's going to happen is your feet are going to sweat in that fucking bag.
Mhm.
I says, and then because it's cold, you're fucked. You know?
Mhm.
I said, so I wouldn't do that at all. But other than that, I do watch, you know, he'll go hiking through whatever. Like I said, the White Mountains in New Hampshire. And, he'll make a shelter. And, you know, he'll bring a couple items, you know. One time, I never seen it done. And he was the first one that showed me how to do it. Only because I watched the video. You know, he took a lighter that didn't work. And a cotton ball from home or something.
Mhm.
And he showed me, and he showed people how you could. He says you don't need to. Just because your lighter doesn't work doesn't mean you can't light a fire. And he lit the cotton ball up with no problem. He didn't use any accelerant on it, you know. He didn't, you know, it wasn't dipped in any petrol jelly or anything like that, you know. And he got the spark to throw enough to get on that, you know.
Yep.
So it was good. It was good to see it, you know. But yeah, it's an interesting channel. And I think it's kind of good because he says, you know, I watched this on TV. Can I really do it? Let's find out. You know, like I said, at times I think it's a little dangerous, but you know, you don't want anybody getting hurt, obviously.
Right on.
No, ZPD, it's not, but the White Mountains are not the end of the Appalachian Trail if you start in Georgia. Yes, it does start in Georgia. I believe I want to say it's Springer Mountain is your first mountain that you climb. And there's two ways of going when you're in Georgia, I guess, because I saw videos on this. Not that I'm some, you know, road scholar. You can walk across the bridge and go through some whatever, but some people call it cheating. Or you can go through the trailhead and go up the mountain. Anywho, yes, it starts in Georgia. However, it ends at Mount Katahdin. It's Katahdin. I believe that's the proper spelling. Mount Katahdin in Maine.
Yep.
That's where it ends. And it's also approximately, I don't know, something to the effect of 2,200 miles or some bullshit like that.
Yep.
Wow.
While it is a very, very beautiful thing to experience, any section of it is, you find out a lot of people their first trip out, and you have to take a pack with them that's, you know, fucking 100 pounds, you know, 50,
Yeah.
60 pounds of just goddamn food. Don't. Cash with you. Just the whole fucking trail. If you can average 5 miles a day, you can eat in a restaurant every day.
Well, you can do more than 5. A lot of people will average.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No.
The trail breaks out into towns about every 5 miles with a fucking restaurant right on the damn trail.
Yeah, down south it does, but up this way it doesn't.
Oh, fuck you, it don't.
Well, it doesn't. There's plenty of mileage on that Appalachian Trail that you're fucking in it. You know what I mean?
But, you know.
But I do see what you're saying. You can recharge your batteries, you can get food, you can I picked through hikers up.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's awesome, ZPD. But I picked up through hikers a couple of times, and I picked up one that was totally fucking lost. He's got a backpack on his stomach.
Right.
I stopped to pick him up, and I go, "You're a through hiker." He goes, "How do you know that?" I goes, "That's because I do." And I said, "Get in." I goes, "But can I ask you a question?" He goes, "What?" I goes, "You know how far off you are?" He goes, "Yeah, I know. That's why I'm thumbing." I go, "What happened?" He goes, "There's 4 of us." He says, "The 3 of them are together, and I'm by myself." He said, he wanted to go off the trail or whatever. So he did. Got turned around, and he says, "We're staying right down the road tonight." He says, "So they're there waiting on me." He said, I went into the Appalachian Mountain Club, used the phone to call them, let them know that, because you got no reception up there, let them know that, that he's all right, and da 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 da. And I said, okay. I says, "When's the last time you ate?" He says, "You mean when's the last time I ate ramen noodles?" I says, "Come on, this isn't the best food in the world, but it'll give you the fat and everything that you desire in the calories." So we pulled this little, it's a gas station, but it's also a mom and pop, what do you call it, store,
Right.
Yeah.
And they sell all kinds of sandwiches and breakfast sandwiches and the whole 9. And he loaded right up. But his pack weighed 63 pounds.
Wow.
He's a through hiker, 63-pound pack. Me, I think that is. Now, okay, let me preface this by, no, I'm not a hiker. I've only gone maybe twice in my life. So, no, I'm not a hiker. However, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to know that 63 pounds for a pack hiking the Appalachian Trail is, to me, way too heavy.
It's
overkill. I'd be huffing and puffing. They're doing about, he said they were doing about 15, 16, 17 miles a day, which is cool because, it's about, I don't know, most people finish it, what? Oh, well, it all depends when they start, but most people finish it August, early September, so. Excuse me. I was watching a video. This one guy started it was like it was still February, so it was like 3 or 4 days left in February. And he started hiking. And then he was hiking at night. He was hiking. But he was done early. He was done probably last part of July, early part of August.
some really old guy into the other actually finished it here not too long ago. He was in his fucking 80s or some shit. You're really old for it. He managed to hike the whole damn thing.
Absolutely.
Took him a while, but he done it.
That's awesome.
Yep.
That's awesome. All right, you guys, it's going to be which an hour. So we're going to say goodnight. 60, 70-pound pack is brutal. Absolutely, Double K.
Oh, yeah.
CPD for Survival says, okay, I got dropped off at Black River Church in Virginia off Highway 77, hiked to Roanoke, got a lift and hiked the whole Shenandoah, hitched out of there to New York, night hikers, heat, yeah. Yeah, so listen, everybody, good night. Thanks for coming in. You guys, thanks for being on the panel with me.
Appreciate it.
All you guys out there, thanks for coming, hanging with us. All you guys that are my silent watchers, thank you very much. Uncle Kyle, I hope you're feeling better. And take care. Uncle Kyle, I just hope you're good. And Michelle, feel better, sweetheart. I'm with you. I got it going too. So, feel better, and hopefully you guys can do your chat on Wednesday. All right, but for now, we're getting out of here. Good night, everybody.
Later, guys.